Today is going to be a lesson on the definition of insanity. Now, stop me if you heard this one before. The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Let's just say, right? An open world RPG comes out, okay, and it's supposed to be the best thing you've ever seen. Like, this thing is going to be groundbreaking. It's going to change the gaming industry. How people's parents are going to come back to life. Children are going to be born geniuses. It's just going to be a revolution, so to speak. However, when the game comes out, it's a buggy mess. It barely works, and overall reception is just disappointment. Now that's Fallout 76. So if another open world RPG game pulls the exact same thing, what do you tell me, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen if another open world RPG were to rush production, were to release the game unfinished, in a buggy mess of a state? What do you think is going to happen? The exact same thing. I just don't get it. How is it really that hard to maybe hold out, just a little bit longer, just to make a game playable? Now, I'm of course talking about Cyberpunk 2077. I bought this game with all the expectations in the world. I haven't been this hyped for a game since Fallout 76, when that game wasn't going to be a complete disaster. And safe to say I'm done pre-ordering games now. It's at this point a hopeless pursuit that only leads to failure. And may God guide me on my journey to waiting and being patient for when games actually release, because the Lord knows these days games are releasing unfinished left, right, and center. At this point, a release date isn't even a release date. A release date is just, hey guys, the game is on the store now, but it's not actually finished. Like, Steam greenlit games were one thing, but then I guess almost all game creators and all game companies must have said, hell, let's have a field day with this one, and just start releasing unfinished shit left, right, and center. It's kind of ridiculous, especially when they expect, basically $90 Canadian. I know it's $60 American, but $90 Canadian. In Canada, we're paying basically $100. And no, we are paying $100 if you factor in that now next-gen games cost what is it now? I think it's, $89.99? $89.99 with tax is $100. And half this shit isn't even finished. This has got to be some sick joke. They really got to be playing. This must be like a prank or some sort. I'm looking for a camera right now. I'm not seeing one. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. I could go on a tirade about how bad the game was, how my expectations have been ruined, how I am probably going to be depressed for the rest of my life, and that the game has ruined my life, ruined 2020, but I'm not going to do that. People have already talked about this game to death. I'm just here to tell you I'm just here to say it how it is. I'm done pre-ordering games. There is literally no point anymore. Not for the bonus Microsoft points I get, not for the hype, not for getting my greasy gamer hands onto that game as early as possible. It ain't even worth it anymore. I was lucky enough to get a refund. God bless. The corporate gamer overlords decided, you know what, it's Christmas, let's give them a break here. The game is shit, it barely runs on last gen. Let's just give them their money back. So thank you so much. I'm probably gonna get something. I'm gonna get a sleeper hit probably. I was originally thinking Call of Duty, but I'm not sure anymore. Because that game apparently, that game you need to pay an extra $10 for next gen. I know it sounds petty of me. I know it sounds like I'm being too stingy with it. But it's like, come on, what's next? The next generation comes out, things are going to cost, a standard edition is going to cost $100. Come on. Cyberpunk is where I draw the line, okay? Cyberpunk, no more. I'm sorry, I cannot take this bullshit anymore. Release the game finished. Then ask for all my money, okay? If you're going to release a game half-assed, not finished, and try to cash out on a full price, full $90 basically, Canadian, you're out of your goddamn mind. I'm not doing that shit. If you enjoy Cyberpunk, I have nothing against you. People have different tastes. For me, it's not even about enjoying it. I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't even play the game. But that's all. I don't want to go on a full rant here. Long story short, Cyberpunk coming in to December was being hyped up as it was drawing comparisons to GTA 5, and it was supposedly supposed to be a major competitor, and After release, it's now drawing comparisons to Fallout 76 and even being called worse than it, which honestly I'd have to agree. This game, in terms of bugs, glitches, and overall unplayability, is actually worse than Fallout 76. That's all I gotta say. I ain't got no catchphrase.